New Zealand hasn't won 3 in a row against Australia since 2006. They have a chance to do it here tonight in Auckland. Liz Watson with the centre pass for Australia, ready to go in Test 2 of the Constellation Cup. Here's Laura Sherian, made her debut in Christchurch on Sunday. This her first start.
She did a great job, didn't she, Ricky? She really had that connection with Bassett. Of course, she played with her in the Sunshine Lightning team. There's a player that will certainly look in and give those quick feeds as we see Tippett. The first goal of the match.
Contact, wing defence, penalty.
Nowhere for Shannon Saunders to go through that hole. Contact penalty against Australia again. The penalty counts heavily against the Diamonds as Falau nails her first. Oh, overcooked the pass this time. First turnover goes the way of the Silver Ferns.
Right idea for the Diamonds. They're getting that flow, but just pushed a little bit too much into Bassett.
Karen Berger, a chance to talk too much. A rare start, particularly in a goal defence. She drives the ball through court for the Ferns.
It's a great camera angle, isn't it? You really get to see how far the players have to move to get the ball, the breadth and length that they're getting on each pass.
Great defence coming in from Australia. Ferns really having to work to bring this ball through.
Yeah, Courtney Bruce doing a great job on Ekanasio.
Nowhere for Saunders to go. Held ball against New Zealand. Excellent defensive pressure from Australia early on. Weston was a standout in Test 1. And that's the better connection into Bassett.
Yeah, and great positioning from Tippett. She came through the top of the circle, broke the combination out, gave herself some space.
Oh, turnover. Langman went one way, the pass went the other from Ekanasio.
Good punch through the middle from Sherian.
Oh, Berger. Wasn't enough on the pass from Watson, and Berger came cross court. Brody.
Yeah, good support from Brody.
Falau eventually finds a route to the circle.
Aussie defenders doing a great job on the Silver Ferns attacking end.
Much tighter in there, isn't it, than we saw in Test 1.
They're pushing Falau and Ekanasio close to each other, so really denying them that space.
Has to look across for Brazil this time. And Sherian again hitting the circle edge, trying to find that connection, plucked off the top of Watson's head. Thin point.
Quick release from Sherian that will be successful if the Diamonds continue to work at it. Good quick release from Ekanasio into pockets for Saunders. Really important that the Ferns keep penetrating forward.
Langman looking for the option, and a held ball. There is no option.
More work needed off the ball from the Ferns. They need more coming towards play with the ball. We see Australia just a little bit sharper getting it down the court. As I just say that, and throw it right back to Bruce.
Oh, they will play on. I think.
Well, good on her. She realised that she'd made a mistake and said play on.
Oh, I think Australia might have liked a couple of those realisations in the test the other day. They got a couple of pretty rough calls. Either way, it's back the Ferns' ball. It's just a little bit ragged coming through court.
It's really shutting down that space, aren't they, the Diamonds?
Stumble for Watson. Again, Saunders has to work with the pocket. Bruce doing a really good job on Falau. She's got a touch too. Keeps it in court. Brilliant by Bruce.
Wow, look at that pass from Bruce down the middle. Bullet pass.
No, she didn't play in Test 1 and has made an impact as Watson gets a deflection.
Courtney Bruce going for the ball. You just watch her foot. Was she out? Oh, she might have been on the line, possibly out.
Oh, good take, Tippett under pressure from Watson. So Australia get a little advantage here. They go up by 3. Low scoring, first 5.5 minutes.
Oh, there's several turnovers in the first minutes of this game. 4-3.
That's where Falau likes it, found that space, demanded the ball. Shot doesn't go and she'll get a second attempt.
Doesn't normally make a hash of it twice. Falau.
Tippett again looking for his shooting partner Bassett, and again the connection's good.
And it was a good hold from Bassett, nice and strong. She had her arm up. Boy, Shannon Saunders is having to work hard on that line to come out. But she got a good second phase. Yep, those have got to go in quicker from Langman.
Bruce is so rangy with those long arms. So often gets hand to ball just to disrupt the flow at the very least if she doesn't grab it outright. Falau again just with no options, tricky options. It's a real grind for New Zealand trying to work this ball to their shooters.
Great speed from Falau. She's strong at rolling the top.
A lot of enthusiastic support in this Spark Arena crowd as Berger.
She saw it, her timing was just a bit off. Boy, they're really putting Bassett under a bit of pressure with those long balls, but she's taking them and sinking them. And she left the court in that first test. Sort of unusual circumstances. Started relatively well, the Australian captain, the most experienced player of the Diamonds by some stretch. Oh, brilliant work by Weston, spotted where that ball was going. The bounce was too high from Falau.
Great quick transition by Australia, and they go up by 4. Misunderstanding Sherian and Bassett. See a height difference there. Laura Sherian at 167. That's positively tiny in netball standards up against the 186 Katrina Rori. Good take, Saunders.
Oh, that one could have gone into Amelia Annicasio. Oh, here we go.
One way then the other.
Got there in the end.
Langman slams onto that circle edge.
She worked tirelessly in Test 1, didn't she? And she's starting again. Just works on and off that circle edge, on and off, constantly for 60 minutes. That's why she's one of the fittest in this side. And great vision, good looking in. Heads were down.
Tippett.
Good use of the triangle between Watson and Sherian.
Contact goal, kids for advantage goal. Break in, ring the fence, through pass. Send the third. Ring the fence, contact, penalty.
Brazil just getting called out of the play. Allows New Zealand time to set, and that's a good pass from Falau. And this time...
Boy, that's the first touch Echinacio's had for a while. Bruce is really sewing her up.
Oh, Bruce with another massive ball through court.
Oh,
Watson doing anything she can, and eventually she's going to earn a turnover, as she know. I think the penalty's been called.
those arms are in the right place, those legs, look at this. Well, that was intentional, wasn't it?
A couple of those passes, though, from Courtney Bruce, really coming out of defence onto attack for Australia. Interesting to see at the top of the picture there, Michaela Sokolic beats in warming up. No Phoenix Carter in the New Zealand team today.
Well, it just opens it up so much, doesn't it, when Bruce lets rip those strong ones through the court. That one just a little bit too strong from Jo Weston, going out the back.
Shooter, contact, both. Taken.
Rory. Here's Langman again, and Falau wanted it. Instead, Langman turned. And they reset once more.
In defence, underway. Ball defence, sorry, yes.
Look at the work again, Bruce, round the corner.
They are not giving these Ferns an inch, are they? The Diamonds, they're going for every ball.
And then, I was going to say a held ball, but it must have been a contact just 2.99 seconds. There's Bruce.
It's a great little tip. Strength of Berger. She can get up on that transverse line so quickly on the centre pass.
Having to go a long way back, New Zealand.
This is where I feel the Ferns can be better than Test 1. I felt their structure on attack was a little bit laboured at times. They didn't have that fluidity. They kept passing back to the line. That's where I'd like to see them improve in this test.
Saunders with a bit more room this time, and Falau trying to come around in a collision.
Boy, they're really shutting down Echinaccio, aren't they? They've done their homework, the Diamonds. She was, of course, the standout player in Test 1. They are really shutting her down.
Falau willing that ball through the goal.
Falau is stepping up.
Australia kept their noses in front for most of this quarter. And now a held ball for New Zealand. Good defence again. Oh, the defensive pressure from both teams right through court has been something else.
Yeah, it's certainly got the intensity, doesn't it? They are going hard for 4 seconds. Just a break down there between Langman and Rory.
Oh, touch for Falau. No replay ball called against Western despite the roar of the Auckland crowd.
Oh, lucky with the bounce, the Diamonds.
Take it however you can get it. And Australia up by 3, 11-8 with about a minute and a half to go, minute 40 to go in the first quarter. Falau having to come out a long way. And again to help Echinaccio trying to get free.
Well done from Falau. Trapped the ball. Boy, she's in form, isn't she, tonight, Falau? There's a lot of emotion in that anthem with her. Perhaps people talking that this could be her last match on home soil.
Her 148th test.
And probably one of the best shooters to ever come out of New Zealand, you'd have to say.
Australia would love another little defensive win here, a little defensive stop before half-time. Perhaps go back down the other end, but there's Langman taking every second pass. And now threading it around to Echinaccio, likewise to Falau.
Good work from the Ferns. Strong positioning from Langman on that circle edge. They're a lot more successful when they hit the edge. You see Storm Purvis, former Silver Fern, watching on.
There's plenty of those in the crowd, former players. Julie Coney here, Casey Korpua.
Great ball speed between Sherian and Tippett.
Nice finish to a very good quarter from Australia. And that will be the last.